Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Haas. I'm a PhD student in economics at the University of Oxford. And jointly with Oliver de Groot at Liverpool, I'd like to tell you about our research on negative interest rates. In times of economic downturns, central banks typically lower nominal interest rates in order to support the economy and bring inflation back to target. We've seen this in the recent financial crisis and its aftermath, and we're currently seeing it again in times of COVID-19. Now, in this research project, what we're interested in is the question of whether there's a lower bound on how far central banks want to decrease their policy rate. Or, more precisely, of whether negative interest rate policies are ever an adequate tool to fight recessions. To study this question, at the core of the model we use are two competing forces or transmission channels of negative rates. On the one hand, a contractionary interest margin channel that describes the potentially adverse effects of negative rates on the financial sector. On the other hand, a novel signaling channel of negative interest rates that captures central banks' ability to use negative interest rate policies to signal a commitment to a prolonged monetary accommodation. Using a model with these two transmission channels at its core, we ask whether negative interest rate policies can ever be an optimal or effective monetary policy tool. Regarding optimality, we find that yes, negative interest rates can constitute optimal policy if two conditions are satisfied. First, the optimal policymaker needs to be discretionary. Second, there must be some kind of smoothing preference in the policymaker's loss function. Regarding the effectiveness of negative rates, again, we find that negative rates can also constitute an effective policy response to crises, in the sense that in our baseline calibration, typically the signaling effect outweighs the net interest margin effect. We support these results with a couple of sensitivity analyses, but if you'd like to find out more, please get in touch or have a look at the attached paper and a Voxy article we've written on the topic. Thanks a lot.